What is going on? Let me go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Harold Knows Nothing podcast. With my host, Black Rambo, and how we doing? Look like she's on the way. Cops got it done. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're gonna I did that. I'm always impressed with myself. It's like retarded. I'm impressed.
Hey,
Okay.
nothing wrong with that.
How's everybody doing?
Man,
What's up? Huh?
as the church people say, blessed and highly favored.
Okay, blessed and highly favored. I got the end of it. What's up with you, Sasha? How you looking? You how you doing?
I feel all right. I wasn't feeling good the last couple of days, and I'm going through
Okay.
Athena's teething right now. So she ate. She ain't eating, but she chewed up my computer cord and at least 2 phone chargers. So
Just eating stuff up. Well, let y'all know I got the candle lit. Salty Sandy candles. Link will be in the bio. Like real talk, this stuff smells good. It's better than the bigger candle that I have out here. So you guys got to get one. If you like a little interest, anything on the pod, just let us know. What we'll get to you. You know what I mean? So sorry about the dog eating up your shit. That's pretty much how I got to put it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was clear that I feel bad about the dog chewing up your shit. So now we got. Hey, Regina's in the building. Hey, Regina, what's up? You got the camera rolling? I can't hear them. They're on mute. You got your thing on mute, Regina. Let me look up here.
Good evening, everyone.
Regina. Hey, what's up? Yeah,
good
your
evening,
stuff was
good
on
evening,
mute,
good
so I didn't.
evening. Miss Fatty Boom, Mr. Black Rambo, Harold, good evening to all.
Regina. Now, if you put the camera on, we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it up. Okay. We're gonna turn it up. Boom. We're in the building. We had 4 heartbeats right now. Might be more people on listening. You know, just out there. In the world. Let me look on here and see if there's somebody in the chat. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. Yep, there's a lot going on up here. Well, I got nothing in the chat, but I got a link right here for. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's in YouTube. All right, so what's up in YouTube world? Make love it, okay? Make loving it. Christy didn't make it in here, but you never know, might pop in at any time. One of her favorite subjects comes up again, which she put me on to. Catch you guys up. Great things that go on. Okay. The Don one.
Yeah.
They tried to take him out, and they thought that Vance was more important. Sucks to be him. Also, he apparently took a trip over to Europe or the Queen or whatever the hell goes on. But anyway,
long story short, the king and queen are here in the States.
Yeah, the king. Yeah, I don't even like saying that, but the royals are over here. They're not my kings or queens. So the royals are over here. Good for them. Howdy hooper. Also, the Don. Once again, he's going to be putting his face on the passports. Yes, limited edition. Being the next year. So if you're getting a passport, they will come limited edition with his face on it. So Christy's saying that she's gonna get a passport early because, she doesn't want to have the Don on her passport smirking at her every time she uses it. This guy's great, man. He's great for comedy. Like, what better way to get back at everybody who fucking hates you, that wants to leave the country here and there, to have your face like, fuck you, look at me now. Like, over and over and over again.
For real.
He's hilarious.
Talking about Trump.
It ain't that serious.
Yep.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
Then he just got shot. Well, it was allegedly that he got shot at. Some people thought
we
it was
reported that on when it happened
and all that. Yeah.
No. He really got shot at. Looks like it was a minority that tried to clap him too. So apparently, not every minority likes him.
I really wonder how many, which president has the most assassination attempts?
I think it's him because
the Don.
Yeah, because they shot at him twice, and then
no, 3 times.
Well, 3 times, and then somebody tried to throw a shoe at him. Is he the one that got the shoe got thrown?
No, that was
that was Bush.
No, that was Bush.
That was Bush.
Bush second.
Same person.
They tried to assassinate him. They tried to assassinate him. Bush.
You better be serious.
Man, everybody keep missing.
Yeah, but I mean, I could care less about the damn passport thing. I already got mine. I'm happy with it. Plan on using it, so no biggie. Now, speak forward to that I see people being mad, but I mean, if that's one of the things he can do,
Fuck, why not?
Should have thought of it first. That's what he's doing. I wouldn't want it, so I'm happy I got mine the way I got it. But hey, if you ain't last, if you ain't first, you're last. So Ricky Bobby.
Go ahead, Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Are we really trying to get biblical here? The last shot first and the first last?
Nah, ain't nothing biblical about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think so, but hey.
No, that's Talladega Nights, baby.
Well, I put a different spin on it. Expression's common enough.
That was a good movie.
All right, continue.
Hey, listen. So we're off of that right now. I don't really care about the passport thing like that. It was just funny. Meg Thee Stallion says that what's the dude name? He was a good shooter and he got traded from Golden State. Anyway, she broke up with him. Basically said Klay Thompson said, I have his jersey. I don't even know why I'm not disrespecting you, Klay. You do what you do. She said he was playing in her face. So basically, we can fun, we can do all this, but I don't really take you serious. So she went to the net as they normally do, and was like, "Hey, he's playing in my face. He ain't being committed, and adultery, yada yada yada." And it's like your songs. You got a song named WAP. The fuck you mean? You think somebody's gonna respect you? You think somebody's gonna really respect you? Like, come on. Like, stop it. And I'm seeing these women out there like, oh yeah, he's playing in her face. Like she tolerated him and she helped him. I'm looking like he's Klay fucking Thompson. He's Klay motherfucking Thompson. He's got fucking NBA rings, a boatload full of money with a boat because he likes to be on his boat. He was all that way before he ever even met her for the last whatever couple of months they've been going out or whatever. So where does people get off? Or where do these women get off at when they be, taking their own personal hurt, pain, or whatever travesty they went through and trying to apply it to somebody who don't give a fuck about them, got more money than them, you know what I mean? And it's playing in their face. Because who knows what I've hung with Meg Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? My artists have poured liquor down her throat. You know what I mean? At the club, at the performance. I know what type of person she is. And nothing about her, to me, no disrespect, says that I'm going to take you seriously and not play in your fucking face. Mrs. Meg, because what you stand for doesn't say loyalty. It says WAP. It says wet ass pussy. It says WAP. It doesn't say loyalty. You ain't got a loyalty song out there. You know what I mean? So if somebody was playing in your face, it's because you're a board game and everybody's moving something around on it. That's why. But anyhow, what
Well,
do you
then,
think about this, Sasha?
The way I feel, well, nobody's ever gonna take you serious if you're that type of person. But
But they got a bunch of women running around here like that, and they think people are going to take them serious. And they get mad
I
when you
mean,
don't. Like, you're like, what? You're not going to buy me a bag? What? You're not going to do this? What? It's like, why would I?
yeah. But you don't think that that's just her performance? So you've been around her, but you don't think sometimes like that's just
We haven't
their
heard nothing
performance,
different.
and
We've
then
only seen her post, which she operates, her post, what she puts up is her claim to fame 2 days after supposedly being shot by Tory Lanez, free Tory Lanez. 2 days after what she
yeah.
was in heels twerking. The lady is fake. The lady is fake. That's a fact.
Then you can't expect
We,
nobody to take
we
you
can't keep
serious.
protecting women. We can't keep protecting women that make it hard to protect them. You know, you can't be
No,
a
I
sucker,
wasn't
keep running out
protecting her
there,
because, like I
running
said, I
around with a
don't know.
girl
I
that's
don't really
gonna.
know her personally, and you know her more than I do because you know you was
I've interacted
yeah
with her. You know what I
music.
mean? Money is
Yeah, yeah.
exchanged. We
That's what
we
I'm
do the
saying.
show.
Interacted with her and stuff.
Yeah, but so I seen it up close. It's not a game. It's not. It's not apple juice in the bottle.
But all these girls is
So
like
when
that
this
now.
when and I'm just saying, if that's your claim to fame, how much respect or safety do you expect from a man? We can respect who respects themselves. We can't respect who doesn't respect themselves. And just because you can, don't mean you should. So if you want to walk around in a cat suit at every fucking show, like I'm wondering when the talent is gonna start superseding, because like even talented artists like Doche is still reduced to how less you can dress. You know what I mean? It makes it hard for me to appreciate your art. But you know, it is what it is, right? But I
I'm
don't feel
just
sorry for
thinking
Meg
about
Thee
that. Like,
Stallion.
if you know how your girls, if everybody else know how the coochie print looks on her body, you really have nothing to yourself. For everybody else
No,
can see.
exactly. You have nothing to yourself. There's nothing to yourself. Everything's for the world. And like I said, you know, there's a time and place for everything. But let's move on, because you know Meg is just pissing me off at this point. How about Jay-Z? He does the interview, and he says that a lot of these older rappers need to stop rapping like these young kids. Like they should have something else to talk about. So I kind of agree with him. I kind of agree with him. I mean, if it's a father son LeBron thing with Bronny type thing, you know, you and your son rap together or whatever, I can see maybe some of that. But I think that, you know, is hip hop not growing, or is it, you know, somebody make a hit song 15 years ago and a you know cheetah print, or a weirdo dude with a bag or whatever, and then they still trying to do it when they, you know what I mean? Like, come on, what's up? Like,
Hip hop is just
I
like
don't
any
know. I
other
still feel
music or
like
art form. It's going to
some of these,
evolve. It's going to change. It's going to transform. So how
some of these,
this current generation is interpreting it is going to be entirely different.
yeah, but what you're talking about is
that's not my question. That's not my question. My question is the older people rapping like the young boys, and Jay-Z is talking about this. Don't they have something else to say by now?
Oh, Thank you for
Like
the
once you're my age and you're still rapping for whatever reason, whether you're new or old. So I don't do the ageism. Everybody can rap and do their thing and make money, and you know what I mean. But what I'm saying is, at a certain age, wouldn't you expect a reality check? Like, why would I want to listen to Boo Boo the Fool at 40 something, rapping about some shit that you should not even be in no more? That's what I'm
Depends
talking
on
about.
the rapper, because
Like,
like how old is Buster? Then he what the last thing he came out was what like last year?
Yeah, but
mhm.
Buster's still he's still rapping in his own style.
Yeah, he's still rapping in his
No,
own
I'm not talking
style.
about style
He
neither. I'm not talking about
he's
style.
doing
I'm talking about
collaborations
content.
with he's doing collaborations with younger artists.
Yes, but
There's
he's
some
still rapping his generation. He's still rapping older rap though. So that's what I'm saying. It's like so a Jay-Z, Clips might rap their old dope rap, but they're not gonna try to rap drill rap. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
when I
mean,
see a 40 something year old man rapping drill rap, you know what I mean, in late 30s, that like it's like no, your content should have changed by
yeah,
then, or your environment is totally screwed. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Content, content. What are you
I
rapping
think
about?
that I think that's weird. Uh, I don't know. I just think about well, no, I can't put him in that either because Boosie does music with his children. So
Again, LeBron, Bronny. That's different.
yeah,
And even Bootsy said in the interview, Bootsy literally just said in an interview that he don't let his kids smoke weed if they're 15. He still does regular parenting. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they can't just come and do anything. So even his rapping, he's like, that's what I did. That's not what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna go the next big drill artist. They can rap what they're rapping, but is your content changing? Is it still gonna be relatable? One of Jay-Z's best albums to me, it was 444. Right? So he was giving out a lot of jewels, giving people game, and they weren't ready for it. So it didn't hit. It still hit, you know, did its accolades and everything, but it didn't hit like a commercial hit because the content had grown. You know what I mean? So when your content grow, your real fans keep you up. You know what I mean? You got Drake right now. How old is Drake? Anybody know?
I don't even know how old Drake is. How
No, I can find out real quick
old is Drake?
because I'm curious.
He
You know what I
gotta be in
mean?
like his late 30s, huh?
Drake is 39 years old. That man's about to be a 40 ball.
Yep, I said in his late 30s.
Okay. He is about to be a whole 40 ball. Let me pull it up here because I want y'all to see that I'm not you know what they say capping.
Well, it looks like Christy's in the house.
Hey,
Now
Hey,
look at this guy. He's a whole. Hey, Christy, what's up? Let me put the clap on for Christy. Them popped in on our asses and whatnot. Just trying to get a little cheer, little Christmas cheer.
That's when you said
Please leave Christmas out of it. It was cold, and I don't
Yeah.
want no more.
it's cold.
Little Christmas cheer. But do y'all see this shit? Like this guy is 39 years old, but he trying to trap rap. Take that down. I tried to put the little clap in there for Christy, but I don't know what happened.
I think like
Oh, you know what happened.
I like
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go,
like-
Christy. Shout out to Christy G, gangster of the bunch. Okay. Let's get that out of there.
I like what like
Make sure I don't
artists
got her
like
going
Ice Cube
crazy.
did. Like after Ice Cube got a certain age, he transitioned into movies, invested his money into something else in his career. I think that's
But
smart
he
to
was
do.
still rapping like he still was rapping gangster shit, and he ain't never been a gangster. Ice Cube got a lot of demons too, man. Like I ain't gonna shit on
Hmm.
nobody's money, but like he definitely was selling St. Eyes to everybody in the hood. He definitely was doing a lot of shit, and his content didn't
Yeah,
change that much. Like his new album, you still hear him talking so-called gangster shit, and it's like, dude, you live in the hills. Like this is what I'm saying. When does your content elevate with your circumstance?
Does it
Wow,
have
that's a
to?
good question.
but he
Huh?
still transitioned into something else, though. I mean, he still did something else. You got something that's like older than 40 that's still doing it. And that's the
I
only
get
thing
what
they
you're saying,
focus
but what I'm
their
saying,
life on.
he is not. He is clearly. That's why I respect more what Jay-Z did with 444 than I respect even Ice Cube, because like I said, your last album, you're still talking gangster shit, but you ain't been in no gangster shit ever in your life. First of all, he's not from that, and he'll tell you that. So you're not from that. You falsely portray that, but now you're older and you're still doing that. You're still trying to piper certain messaging. Is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but everybody's gonna do their thing. Hey, Christy, we already went past it, but how do you feel about Trump putting that picture on your next passport?
I'm getting my passport done within the next month, so that doesn't happen.
So you're gonna get it done
She already said. She's like,
so,
no, and no.
so that
Yeah, I don't
you
even need
don't
a
have to go
passport. I'm
through
gonna
that.
get mine done.
It's a
So,
year. I'm up in a year, but I don't want to take any chances because I would die if I had to open my book and see his face.
Oh wow,
She's like,
that's a big disdain. Especially the smirk. They said it's gonna be like the smirk picture, which is like fuck you guys.
Yep. So I'm getting mine done a year early.
I think Trump enjoys this.
Yep, he does.
I think the more people messes with him, the more he's gonna do things purposely. That man,
It's evil.
he goes before he goes to sleep, he gets a good laugh.
Why shouldn't he? Why shouldn't he get a good laugh? I mean, it's.
Why
Well,
should he
I
get a good
think.
laugh?
I don't know if y'all can see this picture. I know. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is the design that they're about to come out with right here. So, Christy, when you open up your passport, when you
No.
open up that motherfucker, this way.
So
This is insane. It's insane. That's a legit passport pic of how it's gonna be. I know you can appreciate my skills now, Christy. I can go back and forth
I
and do
saw
that.
that. No, it's not going to
Yeah.
be on mine. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to
Well,
know the statistics
but-
after all is said and done. I want to know how many people quickly got theirs done in May before this shit went down.
All right, so that's one of the questions of the day. Then, how many people really gave a damn about this Trump passport thing, and how many people got their passport early because of it?
Because of it.
Is it really important?
Yes.
Is it really important?
Yep.
No,
Oh shit!
no,
You don't think it's important, Scott?
fuck no.
For my mental health, it's important.
Listen,
God
as long
damn.
as it ain't gonna stop me from getting out or getting into a country, I ain't worried about it. As long as I have that valid, as long as that shit says valid U.S. citizen, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
You want to see his ugly ass mug in your passport.
Don't care.
He doesn't care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and for me, I don't want it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm a realist. A lot of people don't like him abroad. So once his time is done, I don't need to be representing nothing that's gonna have me in, son. You understand me? I don't want to go to Brazil and they be like, "You have the Trump passport. Fuck him. Raid everything." It's like, nah, bro. I ain't got time for this.
Yeah,
Shoot, we're already not in. How
I
many,
ain't got time for this.
how
and
many
that's what it
countries
would
are we
be.
not in right now? Like 10?
Exactly. So
What is
I just that's the only reason I wouldn't want to have it, to be quite honest.
He has a Trump
Because
passport.
I
Full body
know
cavity search.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Strip down to your drawers, boy. I know who you are. Like you don't want that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
boy.
And no one wants to give Christie the last laugh of like, yeah, see, I told you about that Trump passport, and you be like, yo, they fucking stripped me down. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I told you not to get that fucking passport.
Oh boy.
No, I don't think that would be a wise decision. I think Christie's actually ahead of the game on this one. Do
Yeah.
not do it, people. He just got a lot of stuff going on with him, and so going out the country with that kind of representation, you want to be somebody to be like you're one of the good ones. You don't want nobody like kind of confusing you with the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the passport. So, but what if you can't afford to? You just gotta get it when you get it.
If you can't, I mean, what is it? $100? What's the difference?
No, it's 140.
Okay. What's the difference between right now and or in a year from now? Put it on your credit card. Fuck. I don't take out a loan from a loan shark. Do whatever you can.
Jesus,
Damn.
Lord Jesus, she said take a loan shark
Ah,
so that you don't have to have this guy on your passport.
She's serious.
Some
shit.
serious shit.
Yeah. Christy is serious about this shit.
Super serious.
Yeah, it was like that's my sworn enemy. I
Find a
refuse.
loan
Yeah,
shark.
she said, I'll take a loan out from a loan shark, but ah!
That's crazy.
She's like, I don't want to be bothered with you. Be gone.
One of my good friends, she has a weekly reminder set up for me. She's like, I'd be damned if I have to hear you complaining for 10 years that his face is in your passport. So she's gonna be
because
reminding.
it's 10 years. Like you have the passport for a long ass time. Yo, his get back at a person shit is he's 50 Cent petty. Like, you know how many people who regardless that don't like him is going to end up getting that passport, and he has the last laugh. It's like, yeah, for 10 more years, you're going to have to suffer through me.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how much revenue this is going to generate from people getting their stuff early.
Ooh, another good question, because that's good revenue.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah,
I could have had an
it-
extra
it-
year.
A lot of people,
She
if a lot of people really don't like him that much, and they don't want his picture on the passport, I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of revenue.
I can name
That
five
is a
people.
lot of
Yeah,
revenue.
5 people I know already who are doing it early.
That's crazy.
Somewhat
I mean,
similar
my
Vietnam.
reasons are simple. Just because of how politics run, I wouldn't care if it was Obama. I wouldn't want any president or anything on my passport, because everybody's got like who fucks with him and who doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to travel abroad and they don't like that particular president in a country, then that's more smoke for me. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why, politics aside. You know what I mean? Just to safety.
I can
When you
I
leave
can-
a
I can
country,
agree
you're at the
with that
mercy
view.
of everybody else's country.
I can
So,
agree with that
You
reason.
might be like, you can say, "Hey, I hate Trump. Don't worry about it." People, you go to that country, they be like, "This American." They might just automatically put you together. A lot of
Full
people
body
don't listen
cavity
to you.
search.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, here we go.
but you know,
He said, "We no
it
let
is
you in
what
our
it is.
country.
I don't think
You
I
are
don't
with the
think it's
Trump, yes."
I don't think it's a big deal, but I think if you travel abroad alike and you travel to countries that have been targeted by this administration, you might want to think twice. I think that's fair.
I can agree with you on that one. Definitely.
Practical reasoning, yes.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it is
you gonna go to
practical. You
You're gonna go to
don't want to put
Venezuela or
both.
some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get that passport because they trying to
Yeah,
get some get back. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
you don't want to put
They
a
wanna
bullseye
get
on
some
your
get
back.
back.
Yeah, if it wasn't the passport, it was
not
the
at all.
doggone citizenship. I had a friend of mine, old enough to be my grandma, Colombian. I helped her gain her citizenship. Took a whole year too, but I was like, "We gonna make this happen," because she was righteously concerned that Trump was going to go after her or any other person that had a green card or what have you. So trust
Ice
me,
Ice Baby.
trust me, I
So she
know.
got a. But did you also hear that they want to change ICE into NICE agents?
Oh gosh,
And there was
what's
a
the
thing
N
for the
supposed to stand
acronym
for?
for it.
National.
No. I'm telling you, I'm about to show you right now. You know me. I'm gonna go back over here to my magic board. And try to what's called pick it up, continue. Let's hear. Yeah. Okay. Stop the bullshit. We don't need all that. What is this right here? Delete that. And nice agents. Yeah, this was hilarious. I've just been seeing all this weird stuff today. All right. So right here. All right. Here it goes right here. All right. And I'm gonna go over here, put this up for you guys. And why? Let's share it. So here, President Trump has endorsed a proposal to rename. Let me get this closer because I don't have my glasses on for that. To rename U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) to National Immigration and Customs Enforcement (NICE), aimed at forcing
Did I say
media
that?
to
Yes.
refer to the officers as NICE agents, originating from the conservative influencers' suggestion on X. The rebrand seeks to improve the agency's public image and shift media coverage. So, it will be turned to the National Immigration Customs Enforcement, NICE. So you would have to say NICE agents.
Amazing what you can
How
do with
about
words.
that, people?
That is laughable.
How about that? How you feel about that, Christy?
I love it.
Yeah.
Being
The
so
NICE agents.
sarcastic.
This come on. Y'all guys got to give him some credit. Like, come on. Like that was a good one. Now it'll be NICE agents. What do you think, Sasha? You think NICE agents will do?
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
you got
mean,
imagine
but
yelling out, "Yo, the NICE agents are coming," and it's like, "Yeah, I know they're pretty cool, right?" And it's like, "No, the NICE agents are coming." It's like, come on, man, this
What
shit
is
is
changing the name
laughable.
every day for anybody who's a jerk? His name you could change their name 6 times and nobody's another jerk.
Rolls by any other
Hey,
name.
Yeah, she said
hey,
some gangster shit. She said, "What did a name ever do for somebody who was
hey,
always been a jerk?" That's
hey.
foul.
It's still going to be La Migra, La Migra.
Yes,
This
they
was still
went
going to
they
Wow.
went
be.
from niggers to
Hey,
African to
hey,
black
hey,
people, and
hey,
they
look,
still they
you can
ain't
call
changed
them nice all you want. It's still going to be La Migra, La Migra.
nothing.
That's what it's going to be.
That's
Shit,
crazy.
man, come on.
But it's also a real thing. It's a real thing that he's suggesting. Um, that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
he 50 cent petty on that one. He's like so he figures if he rebrands them,
You can't rebrand that type of thing.
A Nazi is a Nazi.
Their job is still the same.
even
Their motive is
even with
still the
a
So
same.
even with a
But
great
they,
if you're
publicist,
the if you're the SS, you're still the SS,
yeah, that
no
that
matter
doesn't
right?
no
change.
matter who your publicist is.
I just
It
think the
doesn't matter.
job changed, but
If
the tactics and the job is still the same thing.
well,
So
the job is to enforce immigration. The way we
yeah,
look
so
at
it's still the
immigration
same thing.
is different.
And
I mean, what's What's the problem with the immigration? Anybody?
What's
No,
wrong with
no problem with the
immigration?
immigration. What's the problem with the immigration current laws of how it's being executed? Does anybody see any problems with it? Are they separating kids from their families, or like, are the people being tortured, or people wrongfully being sent somewhere? Like, are there any problems? No.
It's the people who's it's the people who's working for immigration, the things that they're doing and they're getting away with, the way they treating them and stuff like that.
So you're talking about the
I
execution
mean,
of the jobs, how they're
I mean,
how
this
they're
whole yeah, like how they
so
approaching it, like that lady. There was okay since ICE has been doing this whole thing. How many people have they accused of being immigrants and actually wasn't? And
Mm.
mm,
She has a point,
and how did they
and she's
approach
right.
them? One lady, she wasn't even an immigrant. They beat her to try to get to her, and then at the end, she wasn't even. She
she wasn't
wasn't
even
even.
she was an
She
American
wasn't
citizen.
Mexican, Spanish. She wasn't Guatemala. She wasn't nothing. She was just white.
So she's a,
And
so she so she was American.
hmm,
Yes, she was white. I stand corrected. She was white.
She was white, but was she white American or was she white something else?
She she was white American. Yeah, she was an American. But how many
So
people have, if they would have approached it in the proper way that they supposed to approach things, would it have been handled that way? They were just having a frenzy with this. They was having fun with it. When you give certain people authority over things, they make it more complicated than what it is. They overdo things, and that's exactly what they did. It didn't make sense half of the things they did. They didn't have to do all that. I personally
Hmm.
think. I mean,
I
I
I
seen it down the street from my house. It was like a bunch of cars pulled up and a bunch of roaches just started running out of the building. It was horrible. I've seen it twice down here when they were down here. They were going to the school snatching the kids.
hmm,
They
I
was
think that's foul.
yeah, that's the thing I have an
it
issue
was
with.
so embarrassing. You know, when I was with my stepkids, they telling me, "Oh my gosh, they just came to pick up my friend," or they got
Well, why
five
they
of them
friend done
out of
came from
class.
somewhere
And
else?
they could have what? It's horrible.
So right now, I got it right here. Let me pull it up. This is hilarious.
I know we didn't all experience when we have a regular job and this specific person become a supervisor and they just straight just change them. They
You
straight
will
ass,
respect my authority.
yeah, like straight
All
ass.
right, so 204,000 people arrested by ICE had no criminal convictions.
Hmm.
That is a lot.
You know what
Yeah.
else is? I think it was like 30
That
something.
that that is a lot. I just pulled it up, in case somebody wants to call Cat.
Right.
Um,
What'd you say,
so that's a
Christy?
lot of wrongful detentions and no criminal nothing
Yeah, and
is
what's
what
the
I'm saying.
problem? And then it's like, what was the probable cause for those 204,000 instances?
Because they were just doing it on how they looked. If you looked like you were
What when
Mexican, if you looked like you had a little
Or
Spanish in
where is
you,
there a
they
you
You
concentration
said
know
how
of
what?
you
these
looked?
You
it
know
ethnicities?
what?
wasn't just
You might be
yeah.
I
right
got
as
kids that
far
look
as
Mexican.
how they're doing that shit by like
Yeah, they
Nazi
think
Germany.
Spanish
It's
too.
like
This is a whole different
if
level.
you no matter if you looked, if they thought or whatever, it didn't matter. Once they put that target on you, that target's on you.
And
Yeah,
then
like
Well,
if
that's
once you
what
get in
I'm
the
saying.
system,
Like
Once you get in the
But I'm
system, it's hard to get the hell out. When you talking about gathering up 30,000, 10,000, 1,000 people at one time and processing, it's hard to get out. When you might be walking around, you might not have papers on you. Like again, what's the difference between that and the SS from like Hitler?
I don't know.
Because that's a lot of fucking people.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
That's
like
a shit
so
ton.
they collect all these people out of this one area because they going in different parts of the areas, and that's how they doing it. So you get collected, and you're a citizen and everything. They just base things on the way you look or whatever the case may be, or maybe you're with your Mexican or your Spanish friends, or down here was a lot of Honduras. There's a lot of Honduras down here in New Orleans. It's Honduras and
Hondurans.
Mexican, and and um and you hang with your friends. You don't know they're not a citizen, or if you do,
You don't
and
know
then you
that your
get
friend's not a goddamn
collected in a
citizen.
whole bunch, and they just collect everybody. They don't look at IDs, they nothing. They just collect everybody. So now you sitting in there for 2 days until they finally get to you.
Like I
No
said, the
apologies
process
meant.
of it is
They just
they send people all the way over on a flight out the country to Venezuela and other places, and we're citizens. You know what I mean? Like shit is wild. But
You know
205,
what's
I didn't
crazy?
even know that's a lot.
Check
They're
this out.
also. Mhm.
Governor, sorry, one second. Governor DeSantis just passed a law where now on our driver's licenses and in state IDs, it's going to indicate our citizenship.
Oh wow.
Hmm. I don't know if I feel bad about that.
I don't, you know, but
I
now
don't know
it's
if I
like
feel bad
so,
about that.
so
I
now
don't feel bad about that.
if you want to legally get a driver's license or a state ID, which you need in order to get state services or anything like that, you have to produce citizenship.
Mm. Like your birth
So
certificate.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
so
the
check
What's
thing
this
wrong with
out.
is,
that?
other
So this is so in a way, it's like we a lot of times we complain. When I say we, I'm talking about American citizens. We complain how people just come over here and they get this, they get that, they get all these uh, services. You know, where the average American you know isn't or can't get the same services in kind.
that's the I feel 50-50 about that because these people have been doing the same thing and it's been working. They all moving in one house. They each get a bill. They help each other out. They all start with one car. They work hard. They get another car. Eventually, everybody leaves out. Each family leave out one by one with a house, a car, a job, a business. You can't really be mad at stuff like that.
Hey,
Like,
um,
like they work together
I'm
to
with that, but
to
are they
get it.
here? But I'm with that, but are they here legally?
Okay, the ones. Okay, I'm talking about the ones that's here legally. Yeah, you can't hate them for doing that. The ones that's
Right.
here
So if they're
illegally, no, I don't agree with that.
if they're here illegally and they produce some type of citizenship, i.e., a green card and whatnot, then they're eligible for all those services and whatnot. And so if you're mad because of that, then that's you got other issues. But I'm talking about people who are illegal immigrants that have access to all sources of money, where the
So,
average
so
American
illegal
citizen
immigrants,
doesn't in kind.
so immigrants can come here, and they give them money, and then they become citizens. Is that what they do? That's what I'm trying to understand because I don't know that whole process about. Because there's some people that came here illegally and they earned to become
Citizens.
citizens. I don't know how that even happens if you're here illegally. But
No, you
because they have programs that they came underneath the Obama administration.
and there's a whole
Um,
application process.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
And
there's a couple of different programs that they have. They have the what is the
I know
name
they
of
have
it?
the
It's
one
like
for the
the
school,
what?
no Dreamers.
college.
There's the dream. Hold up, it's the Dreamers program that they have. So they have those for the kids that come over that were either born here or came here very young. So that was a big program they had during the Obama administration, the Dreamers program. So all those things got repealed when they started flying, getting all these people up out of here. You know what I mean? But a lot of that was from the asylum programs that they had and the Dreamer programs. But what the argument was that their criminals are coming over here. You know what I mean? Also, when you come over here impoverished because you're coming over here illegally, you're gonna have not too much money, or you're gonna be exploited. So normally, those people that are exploited or in poverty commit a lot more crime amongst usually themselves. That's just keep it a fact. All right. Yeah, thank you, Shannon. Shannon, shout out to Shannon. There's somebody on here named Shannon on the live, probably from the Facebook or whatever. So everybody, shout out to Shannon. At
Yo, what's
Shannon
good, Shannon?
Duncan. But he said Dreamers. So thank you, Shannon, for that. We'll show that you did
But
that.
there's also one more program, which is a lottery, and each country gets a certain amount of applications, and they actually conduct a lottery, of applicants, and it may be 30,000 applications a year.
Yeah, but that's still not a lot. That's not a real big impact on the whole United States. What
Right.
we're talking about is hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people that are here undocumented, and so it's a trick. It's a slippery slope because it's built off immigration and exploitation. America is so. If an immigrant comes here, the first thing they're going to do is exploit them. We first thing they do is pit us against each other. So we'll be like, hey, they're over here, they're getting free tax money, this, that, the third. When the same people complaining may be getting some kind of free tax money. That's word. So you kind of hate, and then
Yeah.
if their ancestors came over here, they came over here usually Ellis Island, New York, stuff like that. Over in California, San Francisco. So they came through those ports, and even in Mexico, the Mexicans from Texas are looked at different than the Mexicans from Mexico. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different thing where they don't. So a Mexican in Texas may be like, yeah, the motherfuckers get deported. They should have kept their ass over there. Should have had their paperwork. Like that's how they talk. So they think they're even against their own because they are Americanized. You know what I mean? So the lineage don't
Yeah.
seem as close, if you know what I mean, with some of them. So
It's
it's
another
pretty
form of
much
classism.
Yes,
you can't
but
go to
what I'm
these other
saying is, no
countries
matter
and
what,
do
we
that.
should want humane action when there is deportation, right? So humane action
I
is I
agree.
ain't gonna give you a bunch of shit you keep sneaking in here. But what I will do is be humane towards you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to rip your kid from you. The kid's with you. If the kid is on your titty, I gotta take your word for it. But if the kid can talk, you know what I mean? Try to keep you with. But if the move is we kicking everybody out, that's what it is. You knew that chance was when you were coming over here. You know what I mean? Like if I take a chance at something, robbing a bank, I don't know, something stupid, and I get caught, I can't get mad at the motherfuckers for sentencing me. You feel me? Like I took a chance, I took a gamble. So if you took a gamble with your kids, if you took a gamble at a life over here, if you took a gamble that somebody told you that they're not going to exploit you when you get here, that you're not going to be impoverished, that you're not going to get used and abused, that you're not going to get paid shitty wages under the table because we know we don't have to give it to you. And then you're going to cry on top of that. And I get your tears when you got a maniac out there, a megalomaniac, because that's what Trump pretty much is sometimes. So, you know what I mean? If not all the time. Who's saying, hey, this is what I said, this don't do it. He's detached from humanity like that. He's not thinking in those realms. So you got to say, yo, you came the fuck over here like that. You got to be gangster and hide better, or you know what the fuck is coming. Because you came here on a chance.
So what about the woman who comes down here and they end up having children? Then what do you do?
Well, again, if you young, I don't want to separate a kid from the parent. So you take your kid with you at a certain age. But now if you've been here and your kid is now a teenager or about to be an adult, but was born here, proven born here with the birth certificate, then that kid stays. You just got to go the fuck back. You did your job. You got your kid a better future, a better chance. I believe America is still one of the best places to come up. Period. For me. I don't know nothing else, but I'm going to tell you what I know. Here, you could be a pauper and be the man as soon as you change your mind on how you want to be, how you want to carry yourself, what you want to do. I know that's possible here. That's why motherfuckers fighting to get in here. Besides the free cable, you know what I mean? Like that. This is why they come in here, because there's opportunity here. Whether we see it or not while we're here, because we're busy pointing at them, that's a whole different ball of wax. But here, this is the greatest show on earth right now. I know people talking about leaving. We had a pod on that last Sunday, and I wish you the best. I might come visit, as long as it shit's stable. You know what I mean? But right now, this is the greatest show on earth. I will see some more things in the upcoming months, but until I change my mind, so I come back and say, hey, y'all, nah, this is the greatest show on earth. I like the stability of this shit. You know what I mean? It's okay.
You like the predictability.
Yes. I like the predictability. I like that I've been outside the country as far as South America, and I know that certain people can be in charge, and you got to have somebody go in there and be like, yo, take this dude up out of there. Because everything ain't what it is, man, on TV. Everything ain't what it is, what people tell you, because you're coming outside of a resort. You're not living there. You know what I mean? And then you don't know what it's like to be a second-class citizen nowhere neither.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't know.
That's a fact.
Right? Like what my man Shannon said, he said, we got freedom. That's a fact. As long as you watch what the hell you say. Because you don't want to...
Hey.
You don't want to hit up.
Yeah, as a person who almost got hemmed up a couple of times in a couple of different countries, listen.
Yeah, they don't play that. They don't play that in them other countries. You can't.
You just ain't going to do anything.
Mm-mm.
And now without repercussions.
And that's the thing. I don't have a problem with America being strict on what happens over here. Because in other countries, you can't. There's a lot of things you can't do in other countries.
Even when it comes to immigration, if you ever watched the story about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the basketball player for Milwaukee Bucks, who should be getting traded and getting the hell up out of there. Shout out to Giannis. But his story is amazing. Like they left from Africa to Greece and was again exploited, used, selling sunglasses. Mom doing whatever odd jobs, whatever they could do, because you got to stay under the table. So other countries are exercising their immigration laws just as vigorously, if not more, than America is right now. So let's be clear. You can't just go some fucking where and they're going to feel sorry for you. You
Yeah,
can't go to
they
Japan and
definitely
do
don't.
it. You can't go to Europe and do it. You can't go none of the places. They give you hard luck stories on that shit. We're
Oh
not
yeah,
the only
you.
ones when it comes to immigration of how
Hmm.
strict we are of getting you up out of here, held, holding you down, or whatever.
Yeah, you can't do
You
that.
know what I mean? There's plenty
Whatever,
of
Like
examples.
that.
yeah, whatever country you want to go to, you have to be able to support yourself. You have to have XYZ amount of money in order to live in that live in that country.
You gotta you gotta read them rules too and the laws
Yeah.
down there because they way
Hmm.
different everywhere. Like that
Yep.
boy years ago who had to get lashes
Hmm.
for him, and, and his parents couldn't. No, nobody can do nothing about it. He had to take those before he was even able to come back,
Yeah,
and there was
that's a
nothing
fact.
nobody could do about it.
Well,
That's a fact.
during me and Harold's generation, we had the kid that was the diplomat's son in
Got
Singapore
caned.
that
Got
got caned.
caned.
Hmm.
Caned.
Yeah.
I ain't
Because
talking
he
Part of
cocaine.
the
I'm
deal.
talking the real cane.
because he defaced some property or whatever. And like I've been to Singapore, and it's like they are like that. So trust and believe. It's like when you go to these other countries, go ahead and act like the ugly American if you want to.
And they rules
Yeah.
is ridiculous, but that's their rules. Some of them rules is a lot.
Shit, you better learn a
That
couple of
public
words in their
affection,
The
language.
yeah, that
the
public
rules are the
affection,
rules
that's
when
a
you go
no-no.
outside the country. The rules are the rules. I got
Yeah,
plenty of horror
yeah.
stories, even going to Jamaica. But the bottom line is everything is not what you. It's not the tourist area when you're going outside here and you're gonna move there. That's why I said some people have moved and some people moving right back once they find out that they. So you got to do a lot of investigating.
I don't know
You know
anybody
what I
who's
mean?
moving
Because if
back. Where are you seeing that? I need to see that.
really, you know what? Let me go over here real quick.
I don't know who's moving
I,
back.
it was a thing of, and I'll show you.
Fox News.
No, no, no. Don't shoot me yet.
Truth Social.
Oh Lord, you really on one. He
Yeah,
said True Social.
Christy's on a roll tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me pull this up right here for you on the little puppet screen right here. And you know, Christy definitely still has points. So it's never that. All right. Here we go. Their results right here. While record numbers of Americans are moving back abroad due to cost of lifestyle, a segment of expats, I guess that's who that left, is moving back to the U.S., driven by family ties, cultural familiarity, and the need for a better job opportunity. Returnees often experience reverse culture shock regarding high costs and social charges, so they appreciate the returning to familiar, faster paced environments. So,
What source is
again,
that?
pretty much saying that this is just a regular thing on Google. It's not attached to anything. It says overview.
I can't
That's
believe
all
that.
it is. I know. They have a little census thing right here also. Like I said, it happens, but you don't think people get buyer's remorse when they do things?
And you're breaking up. What?
You don't think that people get buyer's remorse when they do things like that?
I don't know, but I know
Yeah,
that
you do.
That's
I
what I'm
know that
saying.
the groups
Yeah.
that I'm in, I don't see anything with them moving back.
How many years have you been in this group?
3, 2, maybe 2. I don't know.
Not a long time.
I mean, they're moving because of what's going on, obviously.
Don't drink the damn Kool-Aid, Christy, okay? Don't
Huh?
drink the damn Kool-Aid.
No, I
And
mean,
these
that's
people are
literally
cultists.
why that's why they're expats.
No, because you're a good friend. I ain't gonna let them get you. Okay? They're like the body snatchers. They're telling you this shit. You've been chilling with them for 2 years. You don't know these people. Okay? Christy. These
Just
people are
forget
kidding.
it.
They're the people with the vans.
I give
Don't
up.
don't
I mean,
don't
listen,
go
if you,
through
I
this.
mean, just forget it. I'm not.
Nah, it might be cool. I don't know. I remember there was a movement up top in New York with Islamic Hebrews, and they had a dude that was in charge named Imam Sheikh Isa, right? The Sheikh, and he was on Isa. He was doing all this stuff, telling you history and all this stuff you need to know. Like, and he ended up getting land down in Georgia, and I remember I knew some of the, and they were like, yeah, your sister going to do this. She should come down to the community because yeah, you got a community down there. It take long before the feds spend their them doing unclean things to the girls and all this other shit going on. I'm always listening with people, click it in a certain way because they're so fearful of something that nothing happened yet. Nothing yet. It's like how much more time we got left for this president? How much years? Anybody? How many more? How much time we got left? Scott? Yeah, okay.
We lost him. Was anyone able to hear anything?
Right. He's in the chat. He said can't hear you. I think it all scrambled. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Give him a moment.
Might have just needed to shake the blanket.